When you drive into Fremont, Texas, population just 2,700, the scars are easy to see. The theater, the stores, the abandoned buildings have clearly seen much better days. And at the home of the Fremont High School Cowboys, the future wasn't looking all that bright either.
5 years ago, many had lost faith.
Lost faith because school finances were a mess, test scores a problem too, and the state threatening to shut the school district of just 500 students down. Unless the superintendent at the time,
Football is sacred in Texas,
acted on his most unpopular idea.
It was probably one of the hardest administrative decisions I've ever made.
He's the superintendent who killed high school football, taking the sport's $150,000 budget and paying for teachers, supplies, and technology instead.
It's shameful, I guess you could say.
But it came at another cost.
It's like the community just fell down. There wasn't that much pride in our school anymore.
It was sad. Everybody was kind of like depressed.
Pride in a 100-year-old school district, much like its aging buildings, began crumbling too.
It just kind of felt like everybody was a zombie, like we were just missing somebody, missing something in the school.
The home of the Fremont Cowboys is already decades old and clearly showing its age, and for the last 5 years, it's sat vacant, cracked, crumbling, and surrounded by caution tape in places. But the folks here in Fremont decided that 5 years of silence had been enough.
Hey, let's go! 8, 9, who else are we missing?
The football Hail Mary actually worked.
2 minutes.
Finances got better, test scores were getting better too. The state backed off its threat to shut Fremont down. So the town rallied, raised enough money for new uniforms, helmets, and gear. And now, 5 years later, the Fremont Cowboys are back. Along with that lost little bit of faith.
We come together in adversity. We are going to prove that in adversity, we stand together and we get the job done.
It's kind of like a family reunion. Everybody just seems more like a family now, the whole town.
Are you ready for Thursday?
Because this time football is also
confident,
proving good bait.
Emery, where do you belong, Emery?
An hour of tutoring each day mandatory for each athlete, passing grades mandatory before they can hit the field.
Heckle, get in the classroom, Heckle, let's go. Oh, yes, sir, I guarantee he's going to have the right impact.
Most small communities rally around football. You know, that's what brings the community together, and it's working. I mean, the kids are coming to school, the kids are tutoring, the kids are doing real well, and that's all we can ask.
Kids are actually wanting to come to school. They want to be here. They want to make good grades. They want to play.
Everybody loves it. Finally have something to be happy for.
It's inspiring, really, because we come from a small town, but we have big dreams.
Let's go.
Big dreams tested Thursday night.
Go lay it on somebody. Let's go.
The first year back as a JV team only, and they traveled an hour to a much richer school district, complete with a modern stadium and artificial turf.
Hey, remember where you're at.
But in the middle of the comeback, a problem. The newest superintendent busted, arrested for possession of marijuana. He is not the superintendent anymore. So who did they call to replace him?
Let's go.
The man who stopped football in the first place.
It's odd for me because I'm the one that took it away.
There it is.
But in a team that quickly fell behind 14-0 and then began to rally in the closing seconds, he sees a bit of hope.
In a way, a real hard decision turned out to be the right decision.
A decision that saved a school district, even if on this night the reborn Cowboys came up just a few yards short. They lost.
You have to control your emotions, all right? It's okay. It sucks to lose when you're right there. That was the best effort I've seen in 7 years coaching.
But maybe there's a lesson in that too, in a struggle.
I understand it hurts, all right? That's football. That's life.
That's just getting started.
While we might not see a bright light, we do see a light at the end of the tunnel.
Amen.
But bright or dim, those lights are a 5-year answer to prayer, and in Fremont at least, have the chance to shine again. In Fremont in South Texas, Kevin Reese, Channel 8 News.